Today I'm going to share my story. Mr. Kakrani, if you are listening to this, I pray. I don't want you to die. No, I don't want you to die. I want you to suffer. I want you to be very miserable. I don't want your family, your wife, or your children to suffer because of your deeds. I want you to feel every pain. I want you to be paralyzed with a sickness that you would suffer for the rest of your life. But I want you to live a very long life so that you can go through it. So let me give you an overview so that you can understand my story better. I was already 13 in high school, and then I finished high school at the age of 17. I wasn't even 18 in anywhere in the story. Fast forward, there is this teacher called Mr. Kakrani. Mr. Kakrani was the head house master, if I would put it that way. He was not living on campus with us. Mind you, Mawuko Girls is an all-girls senior high school, and all the teachers on campus with the ladies or with the girls were female teachers. I could mention a few. There was Madam Lillian, I don't know the others, Madam Delight, Lady Gaga, and yes, that's all I can remember. So those were the teachers on campus with us. And then Mr. Krakani was the head teacher because he had access to, I think, the plans or something. So if there was power outage, he comes to make sure the generator is turned on. If there is water issues, he comes to make sure it's fixed. He made sure the school was kept clean and all of that. So because of that gesture or because of his responsibilities, he was deemed as one of the respected and honorable men on campus. That's why I believe he was given the head teacher title. Because Mr. Kakani was always up and about and very active in all of that and was seen as a good person, a lot of parents had entrusted their wards in his care. And my dad and my mom and my aunties are prime examples. So so I would always go to Mr. Krakani if I needed to speak with my dad, or I needed to speak with my aunt, or I needed to speak with any relative of mine. Anytime we go on vacation or we go on holidays, I meet some of my male friends that would ask me, "Oh, do you know any teacher called Mr. Krakani?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I know him. He's a very good man." And then they'll be like, "No, Mr. Krakani is trying to take their girlfriends and all of that." And I'm like, "Mr. Krakani? Nah, he wouldn't do that. No, he's not that kind of person. Maybe it's just rumor, whatever, whatever." Until it happened to me. So fast forward up to WASI time. If you don't know WASI, WASI is like a general examination you write, and then when you pass the exam, you can go to the university to have your degree, your first degree or your HND. So as there was time for WASI and we were preparing, and I had just one last paper to write, which was economics. Mind you, in economics, in my whole school, I was considered one of the best economic students. In my class, I think the best economic students were from my class, general arts class. That was Alice and I. And funny enough, Alice was my assistant class rep, and I was the class rep. So we were the best economic students